WordRake was designed for legal professionals by legal writing expert and New York Times bestselling author Gary Kinder, who has taught over 1,000 writing programs to the country's biggest law firms and corporations. WordRake works in Microsoft Word and Outlook. It goes beyond Microsoft's built-in spelling and grammar checkers to help you reduce legalese and wordy writing. It uses complex, patented algorithms to find useless words, dull phrases, weak lead-ins, cliches, and high-level grammatical problems. Then, it offers suggested edits inline. Your raked document will look just like a smart colleague with an English degree has revised your work using track changes. Then you decide which edits you like. The user always has the final decision. So what is WordRake? In short, it's legal writing and editing software that will help you edit for clarity and brevity while respecting legally operative phrases and key legal content. WordRake is an add-in for Microsoft Word and Outlook, which means you just use it from the ribbon of the program you're already in, just like spellcheck. The Word version is available for Microsoft Word on Mac or Windows platforms. The Outlook version is available for Windows only. In Word or Outlook, WordRake has the same functionality. It edits for plain language and reduces legalese, cuts throat-clearing introductory phrases, corrects nominalizations and wordy adjective phrases, removes redundancies and corrects usage errors, catches high-level grammar and punctuation mistakes, and removes unnecessary descriptive words and modifiers. It works in 3 simple steps. When you're ready for feedback, just click the Rake button to request editing suggestions. Watch WordRake ripple through your document, marking up in the familiar track changes style. Accept or reject the changes. It's always your choice. WordRake will never make automatic or invisible changes to your document. WordRake is appropriate for any type of legal or professional writing. It also works with any type of written English, including US, Canadian, Australian, and British English spellings. Whatever you put in is what you'll get back. WordRake fits in any writing workflow. Most people use it after they've finished a first draft, but before they spell check and proofread. So for this demonstration, we'll start with a completed document. Don't worry, WordRake won't separate your document like this and provide edits out of context. I use this document to showcase the different types of editing suggestions our software offers. All of our edits fall under one umbrella and support our guiding principle. Every word not conveying meaning detracts from every word trying to convey meaning. When you remove the unnecessary words, you allow the others to capture your reader. To support those editing principles, WordRake offers 4 broad categories of edits. Unnecessary words, which includes redundancies, throat clearing, needless modifiers, and general wordiness. High-level grammar mistakes, including word usage slips and some punctuation errors. Edits that enliven writing, such as replacing nouns with verbs, which you may have heard referred to as nominalizations, replacing wordy adjective phrases with active verbs, and replacing clunky participle phrases with verbs. Finally, WordRake will offer suggestions to reduce legalese and remove jargon while respecting legally operative phrases and maintaining essential terms of art. You'll use WordRake from within the Microsoft Word or Outlook ribbon. To get started, just look for the WordRake tab on your menu. Then click the Rake button to get WordRake's clear and concise editing suggestions. WordRake will ripple through your document and offer suggestions to improve your writing using the familiar track changes style. But don't worry, you can use track changes even if you use WordRake. We've designed WordRake to integrate seamlessly with the tools you use. When WordRake is finished analyzing your document, it will give you a summary of how many suggestions you have, which can help you estimate how much time you need for review. Depending on your writing style, WordRake will offer about 5 to 30 suggestions per page. Users tell us they accept 7 to 12 edits per page, and that, even when they don't accept a change, they still benefit from prompting to reconsider their language and how others might interpret it. When you're ready to begin review, click OK. You'll accept or reject edits just like you would in track changes. Click Accept and go to Next to accept an edit, and move to the next one. Click Reject and go to the next to move on. If you change your mind, you can always click Undo using Microsoft's functionality. If you're not sure whether you like an edit, you can click the smaller Accept button. This will accept the edit but not advance to the next suggestion, which allows you to review the edit and the accepted result in place before moving on. To resume editing at the next suggestion, click Next Edit. You can also right-click to accept or reject edits. The ability to right-click is because WordRake builds on Microsoft's functionality and accessibility features, so it meets standards and needs of anyone at your firm or organization. While I was showing you some of the functionality in navigation, we skipped over some of the edits that reduce redundancies. Some of my favorites are short summary. If it's a summary, well then of course it's short. And sworn testimony. If it's not sworn, then it's not testimony. So you can accept that and go to the next one. Now let's look at some throat clearing. These are all the winding lead-ins that slow down reading and don't add value. WordRake helps you cut to the meat of the sentence. Here, we don't need there should be no doubt that. The important part is Chelsea Incorporated is a shell incorporation. And we don't need, despite the undeniable fact that, we can just use although. Same with consider. WordRake will also help you get rid of wordy, bloated phrases. You'll notice that this software is practically allergic to the word that. It also deletes needless modifiers. For instance, you should never modify an absolute. Here's a great example. There's no such thing as sort of empty. Either it is or it isn't. And we know that the court or judge would have ruled in the past, otherwise it wouldn't be written in past tense, so we can delete previously. Now is a great time to show you another feature. If there's a section of your document that can't be changed, or you just don't like a set of edits, you can reject several suggestions at once by highlighting that section and then clicking Reject. This also works with Accept, but be sure to carefully review each edit first. We respect your judgment and require your participation in the editing process. That's why we don't offer an Accept All button. WordRake offers edits that will brighten, tighten, and tone your writing and improve the overall pace and flow. You can use verbs instead of nouns, use verbs instead of adjective phrases, and use verbs instead of participle phrases. This will help make your writing more active and engaging. Finally, WordRake will get rid of legalese. Because it was primarily designed for lawyers, WordRake does a great job of cutting what's unnecessary and saving what is necessary. For instance, there's no difference between pursuant and under. And here too, doesn't do anything for the exhibit or incorporation by reference. And this all too familiar jargon-filled intro that usually starts with comes now, here WordRake cuts the clutter but doesn't edit your work to imply that the corporation can represent itself. What remains may be wordy, but we know you must say it to introduce counsel and create your defined term. So these are all good edits and you can accept them. Now let's look at the Microsoft tools on the ribbon. WordRake offers shortcuts to Microsoft's popular editing functions so you can quickly and easily get the most from your software. This includes the readability scores that we've enhanced in our Check Complexity feature. We've added context and color coding to help you quickly see whether your writing is as clear as it could be. Legal, business, and professional writers should aim for a reading ease score of 60 to 70 or higher, though many judicial opinions are in the 30 range. We've also moved the grammar settings to the forefront, so you can get to the settings in one click rather than 6 or 7.
So let's go back to the beginning. WordRake is a powerful editing tool that will help you edit for the things that matter, clarity and brevity. You'll get hundreds of editing suggestions in under 1 minute, and it's the type of tool that fits into your workflow no matter how busy you are or what type of writing you do. As you can see, WordRake is familiar and fits seamlessly into existing workflows. You won't have to change how you work or the programs you use, and you won't have to waste time on training. The inline editing style brings unmatched speed of use, clarity of corrections, and ultimate control. With WordRake's innovative interface, you'll work faster. We don't slow you down by making you wait for and wade through recommendations. We show every edit all at once so you can review them immediately. Yes, you control what you change. We suggest improvements, but you decide which changes you like. You can edit at your own pace. We don't force you to follow someone else's editing flow. With all edits shown at once, you choose how to work through the text. There's no forced step-by-step process. You can find our pricing and use our calculator on wordrake.com/enterprise. Our prices are transparent. Just enter the number of users, product, and term you desire. If you'd like a formal price quote for specific numbers of users to send to procurement, please contact us at sales@wordrake.com. Thank you for watching this product briefing on WordRake editing software. To request a quote, get technical information, or to set up a pilot for your firm, please contact us at sales@wordrake.com. We're also happy to set up a demo for others in your management team and discuss workflow integrations and use cases. Just contact us at sales@wordrake.com or visit wordrake.com/enterprise. Thanks again for attending our product briefing.